Welcome to another episode of Star Wars Talk. I'm John Berry, and in today's video I shall be discussing the Kessel Run and comparing the Legends and Canon version without too much convoluted content about it, because it can be very convoluted. But my question for you today, before I get into my video, is what did you think of the Kessel Run as shown in Solo, a Star Wars story? As for me, well, I preferred the new Canon version of the Kessel Run than I did the Legends version. I thought that the Legends version was a bit too convoluted and was given way too much importance. Kind of like, okay, Han Solo in both Canon Legends brags about how fast he was able to do the Kessel Run. And if you're hearing any screaming through my microphone, I apologize. My neighbors are being a bit noisy at the time. Getting back to the video at hand, I prefer the Canon. It's more simple. I like how they simplified the model from a cluster of black holes to a single gravity well. I think it gives it, it makes it much more unique and, well, sure, a single cluster of gravity wells. Let me restart. A single gravity well may not be that much of a threat, but it makes it seem more isolated and not as big of a deal, and I kind of like that. In Legends, the Kessel Run became this essentially a huge thing all smugglers cared about, and what their best at the Kessel Run was like a measure of their professionalism, their quality, their skill as a smuggler. But I kind of like how in Legends, in Canon, it's being turned to just a normal route, a difficult route, sure, that's very limited, but difficult enough that it's somewhat, you need a good pilot, but not necessarily impressive or anything to do it, because it's just a run-of-the-mill path, nothing complex. I kind of like how they've turned into something kind of more fitting in the line of how Obi-Wan was not impressed when Han Solo told him that the Kessel made the Falcon made the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs. Which you notice he got it even smaller than he did in Solo, where he said, I made the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs, and Chewbacca said something, and then Han Solo said, now if you round down, and then by the time of New Hope, he's saying it was less than 12 parsecs, exaggerating. So it could have been something like 15 for all we know, more closer to 13 than 12 for sure. And that's what I'm thinking. I had that feeling, but like Han Solo is making a bigger deal about how he was able to do the Kessel Run than anyone cares, as shown in the movie, and it correlates nicely with how Obi-Wan did not really care about the Kessel Run in A New Hope. It's only what we cared about. Only us seem to care about the Kessel Run, and then of course people took that. But I kind of like how it's treated as like only something Han cares about. Chewie doesn't care about it. Nobody else really cares about the Kessel Run. It's just presented as any old hyperspace route, any old pathway through space. This one might be a little more challenging, but if you know what you're doing, it's no problem kind of thing. So I kind of like that. That's kind of been mitigated, made less important, made important to only Han Solo, and I think that gives it his claiming he did the Kessel Run in 12 parsecs, makes less than 12 parsecs, whatever. I think it makes it much more fitting of his character. And then of course there was the reference to the Kessel Run in The Force Awakens, where I think it was Rey mistakenly said 14 parsecs and Han corrects 12. I think she said less than 14 parsecs and Han just says 12, kind of as walking away or something. Think like it becomes part of his identity, but it really is not important, and I think that's kind of interesting, and I think some good characterization that he's the one who cares about it because he's done it, but nobody else puts much stock in it. Well, maybe Luke does because he's naive and thinks, oh, that's neat, but anyone who's been around probably really don't put that much stock in it. So, thank you for watching this video on my thoughts regarding the Kessel Run and why I prefer the Canon version to the Legends version of it. I would like to hear from you, so in the comments down below, as I said earlier, what did you think of the canon version of the Kessel Run as presented in Solo: A Star Wars Story? Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to this channel for future Star Wars content if you have not done so already. Thank you for watching, and as always, have a good day, a good night, wherever you are. May the Force be with you always.